All right, let's show you how to make a B3 for a liquor importation. It's a little bit different than you're used to. Okay, so here we have a shipment from Lexington, Kentucky, going to the LCBO, country origin United States. It's coming by highway, and we've got bourbon whiskey, which is greater than 7%. And what that means is, remember when we talked about intoxicating liquors, if there's a rate for excise duty that is less than 7% of absolute ethanol alcohol. So that means the bottle is 7% proof, basically. So it's 7% of the bottle, the amount of liquid in the bottle is alcohol. And then there's more than 7%. It's a very, very, very much higher excise duty rate. So this particular one is greater than 7%. So the excise duty rate is going to be this highest one right here. Okay? All right. So you've got 180 cases. You've got the HS number. There's 9 bottles in each case. Each bottle is 1.5 liters. And I'm also telling you that 2.5 liters of liquor equals 1 liquid pure alcohol, LPA. Okay? Now, let's figure out how many LPAs we have. Well, we've got 180 cases, okay, times 9 bottles per case means we have 1,620 bottles. That 1,620 bottles times 1.5 liters in size each means we have 2,430 liters of bourbon whiskey. Okay? Now, 2.5 liters of bourbon whiskey equals 1 LPA. So we need to take the 2,430 liters and divide it by 2.5 to get the number of LPAs, which is 972. And that comes in handy. I'll show you how that works. Okay? Now, the U.S. port of exit, got the release date, the fact they're not related, got cargo control number, and all that good stuff. So, we need to fill it out. So I've already filled out the importer, transaction number, type, office number. The vendor name is just the name of the company plus the state code and zip code because it's from the United States. That's all we put. We don't put the address. Okay. The country of origin is United States, Kentucky. So that state code is UKY. If you want to look it up, you can. But I know them by heart. The tariff treatments too. There's nothing says anything about it being a CUSMA certificate. It has to say something. Okay, there's nothing here. It doesn't make any difference anyways. I'll show you why in a minute. Let's see here. There's clearing at Fort Erie, Ontario. That means the U.S. port of exit is Buffalo. And if we look that up, we'd know that the U.S. port of exit is 0901. Date of direct shipment is the 20th of May. So that's 5/20. The currency is United States dollars. And the freight is $1,000 USD, but we got to change it to Canadian, so multiply by 1.33, and we get the freight being $1,330. The release date we've got down here as May the 5th. Okay, May the 5th. So put that down. May 5/22. Okay, line 1. Description. We've got bourbon whiskey. The state of Kentucky is very famous for its bourbon whiskey. And the bourbon whiskey is greater than 7% in volume of alcohol. Okay, so we'll put that in here. We need to know the gross weight. Gross weight is 1,700. 1,700. Let's just click this back, sometimes my computer doesn't like to cooperate. Okay, the classification number is 2208300010. So 2208300010. Okay. Now let's go back into here. The quantity unit of measure. So let's look up the 2208300010 and get the unit of measure and get the rate of customs duty. So it's 2208300010, 280220, 2230 whiskeys, bourbon whiskeys, 2208300010. The unit of measure is LPA. Okay, and remember, we've already figured out the LPA, so we're good. We already have the LPA here as well. We already figured it out, so we're good. The duty rate is duty-free under most favored nations. So it doesn't matter if we have a NAFTA certificate or not. It's duty-free. Okay. Now, are these guys related or not? They're not related. So the B3 is going to be value for duty code 13. And the rate of GST is 5%. Value for currency conversion is $48,600. $48,600. And the rate and the value for duty will be 48,600 times the exchange rate, which is 1.33. Oops, pardon me. My computer is getting old like me. 1.33, 64,638. 64,638. All right, and the customs duty is 0. And here's where you stop. We've already figured out the customs duties. Now we need to figure out the excise duties. Not excise tax. Excise duty. There's no field for excise duty. So we need to use the next customs duties field. Okay? So, oh, by the way, we forgot the quantity. The quantity is 972 LPA. So let's make sure we put that in there. Okay? All right. Now, the next field is the excise duty. And the excise duty, the amount is 13.042 per absolute ethanol alcohol or liters of pure alcohol. So, we need to fill that in here. So we need to put in the LPAs again, okay, because that's how we calculate the duties and taxes. Okay, we put in the rate of excise duty, which is 13.042. Okay, and we put in the excise duty, which is 13.042, the rate of excise duty times LPA, because remember the rate is 13.042 per LPA. Okay, so let's get it on here. There we go. So we've got 13.02 times 972 means the excise duty is $12,676.82. Let me just bring up the calculator again, make sure I got that right. Yes, I did. Okay. Now I know it says customs duties, but this is excise duty. There's no field for excise duties, so we have to double up. We use the customs duties for customs duties, and then the next line we use that for excise duties. And then you continue on like you do normally. The value for tax is the value for duty plus the customs duties plus the excise duties. So we already have the excise duties in here. That's 0 for the customs duties, and then we have 64,638 even. It means the value for tax is 77,314.82. 77,314.82. And then the GST is simply that amount times 5%. which is 3865.74. 3865.74. Okay? So every line that you have liquor entry, you need to do, every line of liquor, you have to do 2 lines. Every HS number, you have to do 2 lines. One for the customs duties, and then you stop, and then you start again for the excise duties. Okay? So, the customs duties we'll put down here. We add together this customs duties plus the excise duty. There's no field for excise duty, so we use the customs duties field for both. 12,676.82. Don't forget to put 0 in those fields. The GST is 3865.74. And I think I made a boo-boo. Yes, I did. This amount goes in here. And then this amount is those all added together, which is that. 16,542.56. We've got the Carl control number. Okay, where did it go? Carl control number. There it is. And we have the carrier code importation 21227. Okay, and of course, and there we go. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put this CCI and this answer B3 on Blackboard for you. Oh, we forgot the total value for duty. Well, that's pretty simple. The total value for duty is 64,638. And there, you've done your first liquor entry. With liquor, you have customs duties on the first line and then excise duties on the second line. You're going to have one to do yourself.